Hi everyone, my name is Thomas Kim. Today is July 30th, 2022. This is my 34th episode for C++ 17 2023 CUDA SQL OpenGL OpenCL TBB. This is also my third episode for C++ 23 Deducing this. I will discuss keyword auto, L-value reference, forwarding reference or reference, decltype auto, then reference qualifier. I will explain how to use reference qualifier in modern C++. If you haven't watched my previous video, episode 33, Deducing this too, if you missed this video, please double-click this link. I assume you have watched my previous video listed here. Now, show more. From episode 33, click source code link. Show in folder, unzip it, rename 34. Copy this, paste it in your working folder. Now open up Visual Studio Code. Open CPP 17 2023 parallel. From folder 34, double-click rect, Ctrl V, Ctrl Home. I will copy and paste these links. If you haven't watched my previous video, episode 33, Deducing this, second episode, you may not be able to follow my current and future sessions. Also, Ctrl-click this link. Deducing this. This document was prepared on July 12th, 2021. So this document is about approximately 1 year old. I will explain the contents of this document one by one in future sessions. To understand this document, we need to understand reference qualifier. Before I explain what is reference qualifier, we implemented like T in our previous episode. So if you missed my previous episode, my current session will not be any help to you. Don't miss my previous episode. I will copy this part. Copy, paste. It can be volatile. So I change it to volatile. Now this can be copy, paste. It can be volatile L-value reference. So make it volatile L-value reference. Now scroll up, copy this, copy, paste. It can be const volatile. Copy, paste it here. It is const volatile. Scroll down, copy this, paste. It can be const volatile. Copy, paste, const volatile. We will use this type function in near future. Now I will explain what is reference qualifier. With R-value reference C++11 standards also introduced ref-qualifiers. Class CPP 98 private int m value, public, copy this. We can create default constructor. Int n, int value, m value, value. Int l value reference, get, return this m value, copy, paste, const, don't miss, semicolon. Now copy this, paste. C++11 introduced reference qualifier. This trailing ampersand represents L value object of type CPP11. This class constant L value, this trailing const L value reference represents constant L value object of type CPP11. Now copy, paste. We remove L value. This is R value reference qualifier. These ampersand represent R-value object of type CPP11. We remove L value. This is constant R value object of type CPP. Please understand that I removed R value reference. This is incorrect. This is correct. This is incorrect. This is correct. Now here std cout cpp11, copy this, paste it here, is called std and there. Copy this, paste it here, copy this, paste it here, copy, paste, copy, paste, copy this, copy, paste it here, copy this, here, paste. This is C++ 98, copy this, paste, copy, paste it here, copy, paste. Now scroll down. I will mark end of class CPP 98, copy, paste, CPP 11, scroll up, I will fold it up. We will pay attention to this part. Here, void test CPP 11 CPP 11 A sorry, this is CPP 98 CPP 98 CPP 98. We have to use parentheses. For example, 3. Const CPP 98 C 4 A cat C cat. Here CPP 98. This is R value. I have to do like this in C++ 98. This is R value. We call get. Copy this function, copy, paste it here, and comment. Here, I will add one more. Copy, paste. This is const 6. We need parentheses. Now, open up your Microsoft compiler. dir cd 034 like t cl. We need latest version of Microsoft compiler, version 19.32 or above. clsdir clehsc sed c++ latest like t.cpp fe m98.exe. Hit enter. 207. I made a mistake here. Now I fixed. We rebuild M98 CLS M98. So please compare this result with this code. A is L value, not L value reference. C is const L value, not const L value reference. This is unnamed, so is pure R value. Here, this is unnamed, so is constant pure R value. Do not get confused. L value with L value reference. Please don't. So in C++ 98, A is L value, so this function is called. constant L value. C is constant L value. So constant int L value reference constant is called. This function is called. This value CPP985, this is R value. It calls this function. It returns L value reference. It is problematic. In this case, it calls constant L value reference. It is problematic. Why these are problematic? Because after calling this function, for example, auto R1, in this case it's okay, but what about this? Also auto, what about this? We build again. This is R2. CLS M98. It built and runs successfully. But we are taking R1 from this object. This object is R value. This object does not exist after returning L value. R2 we initialized with R value object. This object does not exist after returning L value reference. We are causing system crash. We are causing system crash or core dumped. Now we will copy this part. Copy, scroll down, right after CPP11, paste. Test CPP11. It should be CPP11. Copy, paste, paste, paste. I will remove the comments. Also, I will clean up. Now copy this function, copy, paste. We rebuild. It is CPP M11. Hit enter. It does not build. It should not build. 251. 251. CPP11 is a R value. This function get. We call this function. This function is qualified with 2 ampersand. This function returns pure R value int. Return type int represent pure R value of type int. Because the return value of this function is unnamed. Here also returns type constant int, which represents constant pure R value of type const int. The return value of this function is unnamed, so is pure R value. Don't get confused R value with R value reference. Don't get confused R value with R value reference. Because we qualified R value, this should not build. We have to fix like this. For your reference, I will modify like this. Like this. Now we want to know the type of R1, the type of R2, SED, CR, type of R1, CPG, get type, category, R1, STD, and then copy, paste. Type of R2. I would say auto L value reference AR auto CR. We also need to know the return type. This is AR. This is CR. We will add. We will fix like this. Now we rebuild CLS M11. Sorry, I will disable this part. We rebuild CLS M11. If we scroll up, in this case, A is L value. So we call this function. This function is for L value. The type of AR is integer L value. Now we call this function here. CR constant int L value reference get constant L value reference. Pay attention to the type of CR constant int. Now, in this case, we are calling this function. Here, we are calling this function R1. R1. We are calling this function. In this case, we are calling constant int get constant R value because we specified constant here. Take note, the type of R2, the type of R1 identical. Please note that in case of R1, we are calling integer get R value reference. In this case, R2, we are calling this function. Copy, paste it here. In case of R1, we are calling int get R value object. In case of R2, we call constant int get constant R value object. We are returning constant int. We are returning int. We use keyword auto. We used keyword auto. The type of R1, the type of R2, both are int. When we use keyword auto, constantness is removed. When we use auto, the constantness of the value is removed. Also note that in this case, when the object is R value, we have to return pure R value. This is incorrect. SED move. This is incorrect. I will restore it back. Also, this is incorrect. SED move or forward. This is incorrect. This is incorrect. Never do this. Never return R-value reference. In case of R-value object, this is incorrect. So it should be fixed. Like this. Also, it should be fixed like this. I will explain why in my next episode.